reason why we have it every year is to catch every generation that's going through our schools and anyone that's, invited or lucky to get here. That's the reason why we need to be sharing our history with every generation.
The first thought that came to mind was thinking of my tupuna, Rawiri Puhiraka Tuaia. And he was the paramount chief of the battle forces here at Te Ranga, and of course at Cape Ha, and he fell during this battle. So it's a waste of our great leaders of that time.
Likewise, I can only talk about my hapu, and I'm hoping in the future that we get the other 9 hapu to be here to give their story. In 21 June 1864, that's the day they came up to start the trenches. And while digging, the troops found out that we were digging in, and then they came up here and they were lined up by the road here, and then they attacked us. They had taken from there down. Now the rest was the bush line, and the only people that's left here are the bush people. That's the Ranginui people. So that's why we ended up having to fight. The kids and the family had to leave, so they left that way in a hurry, and that way exit point was called Omataka. They got a bit frightened because they thought that they might get a hiding here, so they sent back 2 more men back to Te Papa to bring up another big gun. So on the way up, Colonel Greer, he's thinking now, he says he's been told by Cameron, don't let those natives dig in, because once they dig in, you can't get them out. Once they had all died, they were carried back to the trenches and they were buried there. Every fighting man died here. Every fighting man never left. They stayed here to die.
The loss of language is still prevalent in our society, in our community. Our people were made landless in the years following 1864, after this battle. It was totally decimated. In 2014, when we had the 150th anniversary, the theme that came out of that was a sense of reconciliation. We're okay with that new whakaaro. We are getting on a lot better, have a better relationship with the community between Māori and Pākehā.
Yes, it's an honour to be here today to remember and commemorate those who died and made a sacrifice today, and also look forward to the future and seeing how we can do better and build a better future for our community.
Our urupa is on the island in the middle of the Waikareā, Mochopai. Every time when there's a high tide, the water comes up and it comes in to all of our vaults. That's why we need this for urupa. We want it back so we can stop burying in the water.
That section is coming through the gateway, the entrance there. It would be obviously appropriate for an urupa for today.
There's been some concept plans and some ideas for how we develop this reserve, and I guess urupas could be part of that.
That's awesome because we have been looking everywhere and we have had our eyes on this place. We haven't made any inroads. Now, because we've got a new mayor, we will contact them to start working and talking about this whole issue.